Hello, everybody. Welcome to an Anime-Versal Reviews live stream. It's here on the GenreVerse YouTube channel. Sorry, my introduction is a little different for regular AVR squared, and I almost did that. Anyways, welcome to our anime shit list, if you will. I hope I was beyond the 7 seconds or whatever it's supposed to be for us to say a word like that. Anyways, I'm Kyle. I will be joined by my wife, Christine, here shortly. In her place for the moment is Saris Victoria, and of course we have our husbando Brian over there, guys. Please hit the subscribe button if it's something you haven't done already. If you have, thank you guys very, very much. Cat, don't you dare put don't you dare push any buttons. Thanks to everyone that's in chat already. I can see you guys already asking questions. There's a word on there, weird, and most of those characters at least could fit in weird. So, and Hachikuji is definitely one of those weird characters. Marcel, Luis, hanging out in chat. How's it going, guys? Brian, how are you doing, man? Good to hear, man. While we're hanging out waiting on Christine, you guys, I figured Brian and Christine will join in a little bit. I'm trying to make sure everything is set up in here, that live replay is recording, right? Yeah, everything should be good. Who is muted? Brian? Ooh, hold on. That's my fault. Thank you, chat. I got him. Now, Brian, you should be good to go.
I was talking about Babylon 5. You didn't.
I knew talking about Babylon 5.
Joke.
Yeah, go ahead and tell everyone how you're doing now, Brian. Well, they can hear you.
Now they can hear me. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hung out. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Nice. We've got some surprises coming up for you guys in the near future. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, his voice is robotic? Oh, you got to be kidding me. This happened last time. 1 second. Yes. I got this.
I'm a Cylon.
Okay, Brian, try talking now. I've switched the audio out.
Hello. How do I sound now?
Yeah, how does he sound now? Chat. It should be switched over now, and he should be good to go.
Is it no?
I don't know what it is. It's something in OBS.
Oh, okay.
Something in OBS. The way it splits individual app audio capture. That I don't know why, but sometimes sing a song to us just to test.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, guys. Let's talk some anime. You guys know what we're covering right now during this spring season. We've been doing Christine and I have been doing Oshinoko, and then Brian, Christine, and I have been doing of course Dr. Stone. We've also been doing Bakemonogatari and Konosuba as some of our back catalog things going on. We've finished Bakemonogatari. It's all done. It's all recorded. There's just a couple of episodes left to edit and get out to you guys. But that's been a fun show. The very last arc really like hitting hard for me. I've really enjoyed that. Without giving too much away, Brian, tease a little bit about your thoughts on Bakemonogatari.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed the experience. I agree with what you said about the last arc. So yeah, look out for those final reviews or reactions.
And of course, Konosuba has been hilarious. That's right up Christine and I's alley. We really thoroughly enjoy that one. Continuing on with that one into season 2. I am excited about what's coming next, though. Summer is coming, guys, and we're just kind of killing time before we get into some of the things that really annoy us in anime. I'll tell you one thing that annoys me: my wife not being here. No, I'm joking. She's taking care of our son. But we do have, besides LRMonline.com for you guys written news, reviews, and stuff like that. Summer anime, Brian. We all know the big one, guys. It should be no secret. We will be reacting to Mushoku Tensei, guaranteed 100%. The only thing that might suck is whether or not Brian can make it when it airs. Now it starts on July 2nd, which is that's a big busy weekend, especially here in the U.S. That's our you're headed into our 4th of July holiday, our Independence Day celebrations. But yeah, I'm super stoked about Mushoku Tensei. Brian, hype it up. Tell us a bit what your thoughts and feels are on it.
Oh yeah, very excited. I've said in a past video, the only concern is when I watched it, it was a binge session. This will be a week to week experience, so that'll be interesting. But excited.
Luis, we are actually, Christine and I do plan on covering Rent a Girlfriend 3. Christine and I are big Rent a Girlfriend fans, and yeah, we didn't get to do any reactions to the first seasons, but we will definitely be watching that, and I think Christine and I will be doing reactions for that. So if you're into trash, guys, here we are. We love it too. And thanks for telling me about the audio being good, everyone. Hori Mia is another nice romantic one. That one's not necessarily trash. Christine and I are looking forward to that as well. Back to Tensei, I have to say, man, the thing about it, the most, what really just impresses me is one, of course, looking at the aging up, but it's just how the world is so freaking lived in and deep, diverse, and each character gets their time to shine, and the arc for Rudy is just, man, they really it hits well. You know what I'm saying? It makes it all worth it in the end. Marcel, what do you mean that you hope they do it a bit different in the anime? Is it because it's a bit like rough or shocking? I don't know. We'll let Marcel answer that.
My concern is I know how long it is and how many volumes there are. And so when you're translating that into an anime, you do get to a point where you're like, well, are they going to be able to tell the whole story?
Yeah,
probably
is
not.
there enough time?
You know, and so that becomes the concern I have specifically with this show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. Well, she's I gotta plug those in for you. She's here, ladies and gentlemen, the wife, Christine. Let me plug in her headphones. Here, male in, female in. Got it. Success.
Hello.
That's how we got Lucas.
But
already starting.
Have to make it weird.
Already starting. Development of the Rudius character that was just hard to watch, dragged out far too long. Wouldn't mind if they cut it all together. I mean, look, I know if you cut out all the gross stuff of Rudy, you lose a lot of that character, though. Really do. Hello, Quaquero? I'm sorry. I don't even know how to approach modern usernames. I am old fashioned. You know, like my son, when I created him a gamer tag for Steam and stuff, it's literally like from 1999. It's MB Lucas 13. Like, and MB stands for Master Builder. Christine, how you doing, babe?
I'm good.
You're here?
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. Everyone here, Christine, all right? Is she too quiet?
I shouldn't be too quiet. I mean, it's like right there on my face.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
We were just talking about summer anime and how you and I love trash, and therefore we are watching No Great. Hey, it's not great.
Or audio.
I don't know. I'm confused. We were talking about how you and I love trash, and therefore we will be watching Rent a Girlfriend season 3.
Mhm. I'm sorry. All I heard was Rent a Girlfriend season 3.
Yeah, me and you
Okay, yeah.
reacting to that for summer.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you guys. No problem on that. Horimi is another one. Brian, you'll have to take a look and see if there's some other things that are catching your eye. Mal-sama, me and Christine like Devil is a Part-Timer. I think you might get a kick out of the first season of that, Brian.
I've heard good things. Yeah.
Wasn't his usual stuff. Rudy's something new that he gets over eventually, but kind of got in the way of the rest of the story. Okay. So some world building or some character building that might actually not be necessary. Okay, I could see where something like that could happen. These are just letters generated by the web. Okay, cool, got it. Devil's Part-Timer's cool. Looking forward to that. Fall, of course, we've got Spy Family returning. We're big fans, guys, so we hope to be covering that. I'm not too sure what else, and I know fall's not fully set in stone yet. I do know that the later on things that might be coming this year, including Konosuba, which Christine and I will definitely be through season 2 of that, so we can watch that. Classroom of the Elite season 3 this year, Brian.
Yes.
We're big fans of that one as well, guys. Solo Leveling. Brian, I don't know if you've actually seen that, and I don't think that's the poster for it, but I know Solo Leveling's coming out this year. Supposed to be sometime this year, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, you might really be into that one. And then, of course, Christine and I cannot wait for the return of the most edgelord of edgelords, Sid, when Eminence in Shadow season 2 hits. Will we watch Fate? We have watched Fate Zero. Classroom of the Elite is great, absolutely great. Marcel, give it the 3-episode rule.
I want to say something on
Sure.
Fate. I kind of want a mental break. So eventually, but not right now.
And that's what I was going to say is we did Fate Zero. I know a lot of people tell us to skip out on Stay Night, but I think we're going to at least give it a try, give it the 3-episode rule. I hear the animation's not good, and I don't know. We're going to check it out before we hit what Unlimited Blade Works. Is that the other one? I don't know. You know, that is almost a perfect way to start talking about things that annoy the crap out of me in anime, and that is watch orders. There's this great meme out there about manga versus comics, and it's like, well, where do you start reading Batman? I want to get into Batman. Well, you got it, the original Detective Comics. You've got this jump on point. There's this really great individual arc. Okay, I want to read One Piece. Where do you start? Volume 1 or Chapter 1, bro. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. But then you get into anime.
Yeah,
and you get into things like Fate. You get into things like Index and Railgun.
Yeah.
You start like, where should I? Well, you've got this watch order. There's this bastardized where you bounce back and forth between things. Like, that is probably one of the most frustrating things to have happen in anime. Bake Monogatari series, same way.
It's not that bad. Someone else has done the work for me, so I can just, do a Google search, and it's not that bad.
Even like Dragon Ball Z, it's like, oh, and then they did the condensed recut version. So you say, well, do I watch the original cuts or that version? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
GT, do I watch GT? No, it doesn't.
No,
count,
you
really.
don't. That one doesn't count.
But
with Monogatari, like, one of the hardest thing for us is trying to remain spoiler free for reactions, and so I don't get to look up a lot for shows that we're interested in reacting to or actively reacting to. But just listening in the comments about watch orders, watch orders for Fate. Hearing people argue, so many people were mad that we started with Fate Zero. Like, how dare you guys? It's a weird thing. I also think of like Kingdom Hearts when it comes to that.
There was, well, on a recent event, you know, Sony just had their big show, you know, talking about the different games coming in. They were like, oh, you know, Konami's putting out a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. And then I saw a bunch of people debating, well, that's the one you should start with. And then that's fun. Yeah, if you're online, you've seen the argument. They're like, that is a ridiculous statement. You start with one, or, you know, and then people have been arguing over that. And, you know, it is funny when you look at different things, entertainment, and yeah, it gets convoluted, and you have to try and come up with an explanation or an example of, well, this is why you should start here instead of here. And anime, like you've been saying, is really bad at that.
I don't. My whole thing is I like to be entertained, and I like to be surprised. So I like knowing a decent watch order that's going to provide the most straight line story that's not going to spoil things in the future. You know, I watch. I'm a big fan of Railgun, guys. I liked Index well enough, but Railgun's where it's at, especially season 2. But I did the bastardized watch order where you watch it in chronological. So you'll watch like 4 or 5 episodes of Index, and then you jump to Railgun, and then you jump back and forth 1 episode at a time, and then you watch like 12 episodes of one, and all of that to get this story, which was a great story. And there are things that will get spoilery, but honestly, just watch Railgun. Like, you don't even need to watch Index. Yeah, there's little things that kind of build up on it, but man, just watch Railgun. Fate is easy to watch. All this talk about difficulty of watching is just a joke between fans. It's like Star Wars. You start watching the prequel, Fate Zero, then the original. See, I would say skip the prequels when it comes to Star Wars, though. Wrong. I mean, I'm the right person to talk about Star Wars, but I'm the wrong person to talk about the prequels. Fate Stay Night, the only thing that complicates it is the original Fate is 3 novels with 3 different endings. Only 2 of the 3 were animated. So watch Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, and then Heavens. I mean, why not give Stay Night a shot? Like, is it really that bad, guys? Brian, has anyone ever had an anime that they said is so bad that you should just like skip it within a franchise? Like, because we hear this about Fate Stay Night all the time. People just straight up are like, don't watch it.
No.
Oh my God, Marcel, are you serious? You prefer the prequels to the original? Oh my God.
Sound like an old man.
I know. I'm trying hard not to turn this into an episode of the Cantina.
This is not the Cantina.
Like
so it's
How about that Star Wars anime, guys?
I didn't watch the new ones.
Shame on you.
It was not as good as the first one, I'll say that much.
There's still some cute ones, so if you haven't watched, you need to get on it.
Get them, Christine. Where were we at? Fate. Oh my God. So
talking about the Phantom Menace.
No, we're not. No, Ryan, don't do that to me. Damn it.
Attack of the Clones. What?
So before we get back onto anime, if you guys do like Star Wars, check out our sister channel, LRM Online. All of our podcasts and stuff used to be on that channel before we spun off and started this one. I made the most exhaustive review series of all the Star Wars movies, the 9 saga films plus Rogue One and Solo. Our episode 8 review, for example, is almost 4 hours long. And it's basically Cam and I screaming at Jammer on how wrong he is that movie is the greatest thing since sliced freaking bread. And every time we tell him, he's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's like, no, then you're not here saying it's a good movie. It's trash. You just like it. Marcel, there's only six movies. Confused. All right, so getting back over to Fate. Fate's rough, guys. Like Fate Zero, there's some seriously messed up junk in that. And Christine needs a break. So yeah, there you go. Brian, have you ever had an anime that made you need a break, like from what you had seen? Could you hand me my notepad and pencil, please, babe?
That's a good question. No, I'm pretty twisted.
Okay.
Yeah, the hat kind of says a thing or two. Any Berserk fans out there in the chat, guys? I watched Goblin Slayer, and that has some pretty intense moments in it. Of course,
Dropped it after the first episode.
yeah, she couldn't nope. And I don't blame her. The first episode's rough, man, and I mean, so we watch horror. Question about Fate. Did you like any of the characters? So we're not allowed to get off Fate yet. Fate Stay Night is not terrible. Still bad, though. The problem is that they tried to insert 3 novels into it at once. Got it. Track and characters that we liked. I freaking love Al, and we nicknamed all of the servants. So you've got like Alexander the Great. There's Gilgamesh. What did we call the sorcerer guy? We had a nickname for him besides Screwed Up in the frickin' Head.
I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and watch.
Loved Al. And his master, Weaver. Yeah, he was really cool. Yeah. What about you, babe? What Fate characters did you like?
Oh, you already named them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're the same.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I was gonna. So, watching horror, and Christine likes horror as well. There's some seriously messed up things to see. Lots of movies out there. People, you think of things like Guinea Pig, or you think of Human Centipede. There's gross out. There's body horror. There's all sorts of things. I don't know what it is about anime. Like, it's almost like anime can sometimes be worse than seeing it in live action. Does that make sense? Like there's an element to seeing a live action horror film versus this animated thing, and sometimes the things happening in animation can be more squeamish for me, like be more pressing, not gross me out or actually scare me more, but I don't know, just more unnerving for some reason.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, like, with some of those, what is like the manga and light novels gonna be like? Because it's like with literature, it's always worse than what you see on screen. So it's like, I know, it was Colton who was reading. His brother-in-law brought Kiss the Girls to school and read a little part to me. I was like, yeah, I'm not reading that. I saw the movie and it was nowhere near like that. So I'm afraid to touch some of those, like manga and light
Zerk
light
is
novels
worse in the manga as far as graphic. It is.
Okay.
I mean, the anime goes there. It does, but or depending on which one I'm talking, you've seen, but No, the manga is brutal. It's pretty. There are some chapters I'll never reread. I'll put it that way. It is too much. Yeah, there's some that I'm just like, I just don't want to reread that. But it's just, yeah.
How do you approach? So it's always so different and out there between fandoms, cultures, and things like that. But wait, I mean, have you ever been turned off of something? I mean, I think I already asked you, like, and you said no. Things can overlap in anime the way it never would be in real life. Yeah, possibly. Bog your system, you're streamed down with Fate, but Fate Grand Order Babylonia is definitely worth a watch. Follows more adult Gilgamesh. Okay, interesting. I didn't know Gil could actually learn to
That was
care.
me. Someone had suggested watching Assassination Classroom, so I texted Kyle so we remember.
Oh, okay, cool. Where was I at? Oh, we were talking brutality and things that make you drop off. I don't know. I've never seen something in anime that made me say, hey, I'm never gonna watch anything from this, artist, this writer, or this studio ever again. And most of the things that I don't want to watch again are related to shows like Violet Evergarden and 86. I do want to try to rewatch 86. I reserve the right to duck out of certain episodes though, but that was a great show to watch. And
with Berserk, there's
yeah.
a couple volumes. This just almost the entire volume is just pure torture, literally like torture, and it's like it's important for the story. And like I said, I'm into the lore obviously and everything, but it's just like I don't want to when I get to that, I'm like, God, I know what it is, and it's just absolute brutality. But I'm not. I like dark stories, but I'm not like into it, if you know what I mean. Like it's not something that I crave to see. So, yeah.
All right, Brian. Well, what about you, man? What's a pet peeve or a character or show? What do you want to roast on for a minute? as he drinks some of his water.
Yeah, my water. I don't know how you want to structure this as far as what you want to talk about, because I can. My biggest complaint, the number one thing, if you have any takeaways from me tonight as far as what I don't like whiny protagonists.
Oh God.
And there's a lot of animes or just annoying goofball protagonists that it can get on my nerves. Now there are examples where it works and there are plenty where it doesn't. And there are plenty of animes out there where I'm like, wow, I really like everything about it, but I hate the protagonist, so I can't watch it.
What's an example?
So we'll start light with one that if you guys are mad about it, oh well. Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul.
That was one that a lot of people were like, Brian, this is up your alley. This is everything you're into.
A lot of people rave about that.
They're like, oh, it's got the horror elements and the imagery and sort of this goth vibe. They're like, you'd be all about it. I'm like, yeah, cool. And so I watched like 3 episodes and I was just like, wow, I hate the lead character. I can't watch this. And I was told, well, it changes over time, and I don't know if that character is necessarily as important later, or maybe they change. I had some people trying to convince me to keep going, and I was just like, no, I'm not.
Mini Bubblegum, how's it going? They're on our Discord server. Link for our Discord server should be down below, guys. Join us there. How's it going, Mini? They say Tokyo Ghoul is one of their absolute favorite.
I know a lot of people that love it. That's what I'm saying. I everything I've been told about it, I'm into. And I just hated the lead character, and it just took me out of it. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of one like that, because the thing that's popping in my head and it won't get out is Ash from Final Fantasy 12, and I'm like, no, anime. Which one in anime?
Not Ash. You mean Vaughn.
Vaughn. That's it.
Vaughn. Yeah.
That's
Ash,
a great.
I hate her too. She's not Ash? She's not like the main one that I hate. But
that's a great example though of a game that's amazing, a story that's amazing. But hate
Vaughn, he just as soon as I don't have to use him, I don't. Simple as that. Luis says you might love Rent-A-Girlfriend, Brian. Nah, the main character for that, he is a whiny, complaining, awful, worthless piece of trash who, like all harem anime, has way too many females just throwing it at him. But I love it.
Yes.
It's so trashy. It's so good. Dude, this is how trashy it is, Brian. Like his room is literally the crumpled up napkins and tissues by the laptop and stuff. It's so trash. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, annoying characters. We talked about on Dr. Stone how Suika could have been an annoying character, but she ended up not being annoying at all.
Yeah, because it's like sometimes it just doesn't come off very well. The whole like, oh, I'm not very pretty, or I'm not very useful, oh, I wish I could do this. And it's like it can get extreme and annoying, but she doesn't come off like that. So
I'm going to cheat. And since I have Mal open up, and I need one day, I need Brian and I need to go through my list so he can help me complete my list, because there's going to be things that I can't remember. And I want to mention some characters, but I'm having trouble remembering what I want to mention. So I'm gonna look.
there was
cheat.
one that we were talking about earlier.
Who are we talking about?
From Horimiya, Sakura.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't even have to
the
look
green haired girl and her whole sad sap story. That's one I really don't. Yes, yep. And they mentioned that in one of the episodes of Senku's like, doesn't her name mean watermelon? Love Dr. Stone. Absolutely. What was it? Okay, so I've got my list. Christine, you did you have something else to say?
I just had the two from this type.
Yeah, the green haired girl. Yeah, I dig romance anime, which is weird because I am not a rom-com person. I mean, I can count the number of rom-coms that I really like on like one hand, and the other hand is free for musicals, and that's about it. But I love me some anime romance. I hate it when, generally, not all the time, because we're watching Tonikawa and everything goes right there, but it's absolutely adorable and it's fun watching them go through. Yes, we have watched Kaguya-sama. Yes, we love Kaguya-sama. But this is one where we're shitting on anime, not talking about the ones that we love. I hate it when everything goes so well and there's absolute Shikimori. That was a awful, boring, lame show, and when the guy has the girl and all he does is complain about it, like Brian and Christine were talking, that is so annoying.
Yeah, I know where you're getting.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, it
he's
is
very annoying.
so annoying. You gotta thank you, Luis. Shikimori's terrible. Yes, it was. We were excited. We were like, oh man, that looks like it'll be fun. Nah, it was trash. Thank God. That was the same season. Crap, when did that one come out? Because we were watching something else that was way better. Wasn't that when we were doing? Wasn't that the same season that we had Licorice Recoil and Engage Kiss? Freaking Engage Kiss was a trip, man. That was fun. That was just dumb action fun. I love the hell out of that show. Yeah.
We're on hate.
Annoying characters. I know, but it's so hard to remain on hate. I mentioned a character that I hated. That's what I hate. Keep watching, get hyped by my anger. What the dog doing anime, right? Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Why'd you do?
It's so weird because it's like it was so upsetting to watch. It was so uncomfortable, but I can't put hate in the as a descriptive, or whatever. Like I can't say that I hated it, which is weird.
The word is shame. I feel ashamed at having watched that. And look, we straight like Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, watched it. We'll admit it. We watched that shit and we were very mad because there was no harem.
to like the end where they're just like trying to like run through it really fast, and oh my god, and there's another one on there with that show, like big breasted women, where it's like way too much. It's like, okay, now we're getting too much.
But Inukai-san, you wanna talk about weird, guys. So like I said, on our thumbnail, which was meant to be provocative, just like the title, and I thank you for everyone that's hanging out here and having good fun with us about this. But this is one where I'm not gonna be like Inukai's peak culture. Look, this is are you domestic girlfriend? Already watched it.
Yeah,
I have one.
Already watched it
that I really liked, but it was uncomfortable.
What's that?
Elfen Lied.
Oh shit!
It's one of those that I couldn't stop watching it. I watched the whole thing, but I was very uncomfortable many times. And it's one that's like, I don't know if I would watch this with anybody, but the story is really good.
Yeah.
But that to me, that's an interesting thing about anime is there are shows and movies like that where you're like, wow, I feel it's uncomfortable. It deals with a lot of subject matter and things that is icky, but it tells a hell of a story, and there's actually heart behind a lot of it. So yeah, that's one I'm conflicted on.
We watched Inukai for this reason and this reason only. When the trailer made it look like it was going to be harem anime, but the kid is in, or the boy is in the dog body, where it would have been ecchi. He would have been like, oh, I found myself rolling in this pile of the girls while they're cuddling with me, and now I'm smushed by their boobs. Like, that's what we thought we were going to get. We thought we were going to. We didn't realize we were just going to straight up get a girl that's into dogs. Like, I mean, oh god, that's so awful.
Gross.
The text you would send, because I wasn't watching it, but I would get cryptic updates.
Yeah.
Oh man. Opening scene to Elfen Lied, so freaking great. That is one of the things about anime that can be annoying for some people. I'm sure, is when something is good, but it's so gross or grotesque, or it has that line that you can't go through. You know. Hi Gala, how's it going?
If you can't watch it, that's fine. Yeah. Watch the dog anime.
Yeah, if you can't watch it, that's fine.
You don't have to torture yourself. We'll do the torturing of ourselves. You don't have to participate.
Well, once they told me what it was, I was just like, no, I'm not watching it.
We didn't do the two specials, the OVAs. I was just like, I'm done, man. We made it through to the end. I'm done. And then there were going to be more bathing suit episodes. Or the first one looked like it was something in the pool, and I was just like, no. No. Look, we made it through. We made it through 6 episodes of Eromange Sensei before it just kind of fell by the wayside, and I'm still more ashamed by fucking Inukai-san's dog. Sorry about the F-bomb.
What are generations to come gonna think of us? Like,
it's on the internet forever, us reacting.
I know,
to
but
it.
I'm just saying,
our son one day is gonna be like, Mom, Dad,
we need to talk.
No. There is no Made in Abyss in this house. No. That's the one with the rats and the rat babies.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't want to touch that.
See, all I had to say was that, and she's already out. More power to you guys that can do that type of grind, man. I can't. I really can't. So yeah, they will only be more degenerate. They will look back and say that was tame.
Oh,
they do.
Maybe.
I mean, think about how we do with music. You know, we sit here and we'll be like, man, you know, back in the day they were like, Kiss is some seriously satanic stuff, and like nowadays it's just like, yeah, you have no idea.
vanilla.
Yeah,
Slipknot's classic rock now.
Slipknot was always about as metal as Miley frickin' Cyrus, okay?
We're not gonna talk about all of that. You're gonna start some stuff, and we're on anime, Kyle.
Oh man,
minute.
Yosoga. I'm not familiar with that one. What a, we teased the big three, that there was a big three that I hated with a passion. Slipknot is an anime band, I guess. I mean, they are in cosplay, right? I don't know. I look, my absolute favorite band in existence, hands down, no questions asked, is who?
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory. They are pop punk as can be. I've freaking seen them like 20 plus times. My absolute favorite band. So I don't really have room to talk on people's musical tastes. Okay.
Dream Theater.
But I Dream Theater, there you go. And you've got a Dream Theater, so we all have tattoos of our from our favorite bands. Christine's got a nice Coheed and Cambria tattoo. I've got a Newfound. It's hard to twist my arm for you guys. See, I've got a Newfound Glory tattoo, and
I got one too.
She's got a matching one for that. But anyways, where was I going? I was gonna hate on something. What was I gonna hate on?
I don't know. Marky Mark is still my favorite rapper.
Yeah, I saw that. We were gonna talk about the big three. The big three. Brian, before we get to what big three I hate, what is your history with the big three, Brian? Do you have a big three that you like?
Yeah.
Wait, which one do you like? Brian?
Of the ones you want to talk about?
No, just the what they call the big three today, the One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. I'm just kind of curious. Do you like any of those?
Do I like any of those? There's one
Yeah.
of them that I don't hate, and then there's two that I pretty much hate. So there you
go. Cyrus D Martolix. I'm just gonna call you I'm D. That's what you get, because I don't know how to say the name. Cyrus is the drummer from Newfound Glory. He is super chill. He is a real estate agent in Florida. That is weird. Pop punk like Green Day, yes. Monogatari, I thoroughly enjoyed the last arc for sure, and there's good stuff in the first arcs as well. Christine, were you enjoying Monogatari?
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you guys go. Movies. Brian and I have discussed going into the movies. Christine needs a break from it, and it's a lot for all of us to do reactions. I'll say this, and I say this in our finale. I don't think Bake Monogatari is a good series to react to. I think it is great for reviews. I think there's just so much going on when you guys think about what it takes to do a reaction. I got all these lights. I've got the monitors. I'm always looking to make sure that the stream or the recording is going and all that. It is hard to absorb Monogatari in a reaction. So I think whatever we do in the future with Monogatari, at least with the movies, is probably going to be a review. But we'll see. Great series. I would love to be able to absorb more of it, and I think reacting kind of hinders that. Fair, yeah. So, Christine has only seen one of the big three, One Piece, and we actually watched a little bit of that earlier today, and it was just kind of like,
I didn't hate it, but I'm not like, no, I'm not into One Piece. It's fine.
I'm nothing One Piece. I can watch it if it's on. It's an old style. It is what it is. I went and saw One Piece film, Red. I liked the music for the most part. There's one song I didn't care for that, and care for in that. Sorry. But yeah, the big three.
got a lot to say about One Piece. If you want.
What do you want to say about One Piece, Brian?
All right, here's the deal.
Okay. Oh God.
I'm.
Hold on, let me put you in focus. Let me. There, Brian. The whole screen is yours to talk One Piece.
So I know a lot of very strong One Piece fans, and One Piece is one of those animes where I have more than any other anime, and I mean this, tried to get into it. I have multiple times sat down and watched an episode here, or watched an episode there. Somebody's like, "No, go watch this one." So I've literally on multiple times over the last decade plus, I have tried to get into One Piece. And I just can't do it. First of all, I don't like, yet going back to my protagonist thing, I just don't click with Luffy. Just don't like the character at all. The lore and sort of stuff that I know about One Piece, that's cool. There's a lot of really cool world building, probably better done than in most anime. But I don't like Luffy. And the way that the episodes are even structured, I don't know. I just it doesn't click with me. I don't connect with it. And I've tried, and it's one of those where, like you said, there are certain movies out there where, well, if you tell someone, oh, I've never seen Star Wars, or I don't like Star Wars, you're like, how can that be? For me, I'm that with One Piece, where I'm just like, I'm not into it, and most anime fans are just like, how is that possible? But I can't.
I get it. Have you tried reading the manga?
I've never tried that, so I will say I've never tried that.
I'll say this. I think the art style works way better as a manga. And I think the story worked real well. I didn't read anywhere near 170 chapters, Luis. Marcel, I'm not a slow burn person. I won't even
I have no patience.
I have no time. So like everyone I hate to get back to Star Wars, but same thing with Rebels and Clone Wars. Everyone that's like, oh, you got to get past the first 2 seasons, and then it's actually good. And it's like, I don't drink beer because I wasn't going to sit there and drink something I didn't like enough times to learn to like it. So, which is the best MC Brian has related to? One, before we get there, mini bubblegum. Or actually, yeah, Brian, who is an MC that you've related to really, really well?
That's this is because Spike. That's probably one a lot of people say, but it's one where there's a character that has layers. There's a character that can be a little funny, but there's that sadness behind them. There's the stuff that he doesn't talk about. I like the idea of someone that you by the end of the series don't even completely know, and yet you still feel connected with him. I'm a Cowboy Bebop fan, and I love that show, but that's one where I like the way the characters are written, and yeah, I enjoy that character. I'm a Zex Marquis fan. He's not a main, but he's a antagonist for Gundam Wing. I like that character. So there's a couple examples. I like Alucard.
Marcel thought Cowboy Bebop was boring.
I've heard people say that. That's fair.
Cowboy Bebop's fine. I can watch it. It's not one that I'm super hyped on to watch again and again. From that era, the early days of like Toonami and stuff, which is one of the first times I saw it. I don't remember if I saw it before it was on Toonami or not.
Is it
maybe
Joe, right? Megalobox.
What about him?
Great character.
Oh yeah. Joe's great, man. Christine, what about you? What characters have you related to?
I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, no. Sorry.
I love Senku, but I don't relate to him, if that makes sense.
No. There's characters that I relate to on different levels. I don't think there's any one that I'm like, oh, that's so me or anything like that. There'll be traits that I really dig from individual characters. Of course, certain characters like Shin from '86 really resonates with me. His dedication to his to his squad. And of course, a lot of the things that he goes through and deals with in there. Um, uh, uh, Crap. I had another one I was going to say, and then I lost it. Oh, here's one that I like.
You're gonna say Tenchi.
I love Tenchi Moyo. Tenchi Misaki. I can't remember. Anyways, if you ever buy a calculator, we'll name it Senku. Yes. Believe it or not, a character that I think that did kind of resonate with me, but not in a oh my god it's so me type way, but in a like I get that, I dig that right there. Yomogi from Dynazenon, and here's why. All around him are these other characters with all these issues. You know, you've got the girl who lost her sister. You got the NEET and his cousin. You've got the time traveling mummy guy, or you know, didn't time travel, but woke up thousands of years later. Everyone's got their issues, and there's Yomogi, whose biggest problem is he doesn't really care for his mom's boyfriend. His life is so mundane. It's plain. It's normal. He works a job, and yet he goes and says, "Yeah, you know what? I'll do this. I'll hop in the cockpit of this thing." I didn't want to at first, but he's like, "If I got to do it, I gotta." He makes the right choices for the right reasons, and he becomes essentially like a soldier, someone that serves so others won't have to. And I really dug that, and it was so cool in the scene. And minor spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Dynazenon. There's a time where they all get kind of locked up in dreams, so to speak, and they have to kind of come to terms with something to break out of it. And Yomogi is out of his in a snap, because there was nothing there, but it freed him up to go help everyone else. I love that I thought it was so cool. I can't think of other times I've seen it quite like that. So I really dug that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But back to shitting on stuff. One Piece. Try it as a manga, Brian. I think it does actually work better as a manga.
So let me ask this to chat. If I say, okay, I'm going to get into the manga, I'll give it a shot. Start at volume 1, or is there a later thing I could jump into?
Is there a jump on point?
Is there a jump
on point for Brian and or anyone out there, guys? Is there a legitimate, hey, you can, not that you should, but just that you can, excuse me, you can jump on later on in One Piece? Let everyone know. Favorite MCs from anime, don't relate to at all. Kuritsugu, really? I mean, I guess we'll see in future Fate series. He was an idealist, and that is so immature. Code Geass, Kill la Kill, Talana, and Konosuba Kazuma. Yeah, nice. So One Piece, I nothing it. You know, it is what it is. It's fine. It exists. But there's 2 left, and one of them I hate with a passion. And oh my god, I don't mean that I nothing it. I mean I hate it, and I if it was a face, I would punch it.
Say it.
I freaking hate Naruto with a passion that burns with the white hot intensity of a 1,000 suns. I have never in my life been so annoyed by a character just existing. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I do. Look, and I'll say this. Maybe it's because my first exposure to it was the dub, and look, guys, this is all in good fun. Everyone likes what they like, you know. But oh my god, the dub is so awful. It is so, and for it to be it was like mid 2000s or something like that, right? It was like early to mid 2000s is when it was like in its heyday. It was, because I graduated in 03, dear God. And it was like a year or two after that. One of our old high school friends, I don't remember who it was, one of the Steves or one of the Matts, and it wasn't the one that we still talk to. It was the other Matt. One of them was raving about Naruto, and I couldn't, man. I couldn't. I'm sorry, I do. I hate it. And I will say this, there is one OP that I know of that I like. I didn't know that it was an OP for Naruto, but there is one. I can't remember the name of it, but it is a pretty good OP. I don't know, Brian, how do you feel about Naruto?
I'm not a fan at all. I've seen more of it than I ever wanted to. It's just one of the for me, and I don't even know how to. It's like I don't know if I would use the word hate, but maybe I would. It's every time.
Oh, I do.
It's just boring. That's one that is boring to me, and I don't know if it's. I think the storytelling is just too. You have a lot of great anime that takes from each other. Mm-hmm. This one, to me, there's not much of an identity. This is my opinion. It's just taking from everything else to do the story that it does, and it's just so vanilla to me. I never was able to get into it. Like I said, I've seen plenty of it. I just never liked it, never clicked with it. I don't care about it. It's real popular in terms of I knew a lot of people that was another one that watched it. Although I will say, whenever I would say, hey, I don't like One Piece, people would be mad at me. Whenever I would say I don't like Naruto, people would be like, okay. So now that's within my friend circle. So maybe I guess they just know me better and it's like, yeah, I get that. But yeah, it's just not for me, you know.
And Bleach, I'm neutral on it. I don't care. It's if it's on, sure, it could be on. I'm not gonna. Same. I'm likely gonna punch I will live up to the Kyle name and start punching drywall if I am made to watch Naruto. Brazilian dub was good. I mean, you know, that is something I've often wondered if I watch something in like Spanish with English subtitles, would it be good? I mean, I don't know.
You've butchered our language. Well, let's try another one. Yeah, sure. We should try that.
Christine should try watching Naruto and Bleach. Dang it. What do you think, chat?
Kyle's been trying to get me to watch that, and I was just like, oh.
Should she have to see if it's as bad as we think it is, or if wouldn't it be weird if she liked it?
It's the greatest anime. It's like, you guys don't understand.
What do you got, Christine? What's a pet peeve or something you wanted to chit chat about? Or a show that you hate. We've talked about shows that we don't like. What's a show that you absolutely hate?
I've already mentioned Inuyasha from before. The will they, won't they? Oh, I hate that so much. It takes too long. I dropped it. But I was also going to say Dragon Ball.
Fighting
those
words.
Are both knives in my heart.
The thing is,
fighting words.
I have no patience, and it makes me so miserable. Everything drawn out. It just kind of gets me anxious, and I'm just like, okay, I have to get up and walk away. I need something with a quicker pace.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the content in it. It's you know the pacing to where I hate that part of it. I don't hate the characters or anything like that. It's just that part. I'm just like, oh my god. Okay, I'm done.
She did like Whis and Beerus in one of the movies. Yeah. I like Dragon Ball Z for the most part. I like Super for the most part. I do think that the dub is the best way to watch Dragon Ball, though. I can deal with. I appreciate what she's done for the character, and it's really, really cool. They let her voice Goku forever, but I can only watch the subtitle, the Japanese originals of Dragon Ball. Once he's grown up, I need some bass in that voice.
I like I've watched all of Super subbed, and it doesn't completely bother me. Dragon Ball is another one where I completely understand when people aren't into it, because I relate. For me, I watch wrestling. I enjoy WWE, AEW, New Japan. And so I look at Dragon Ball as sort of that, bigger than life characters just powering up and fighting and doing moves on each other. And that's, not going to be appealing to everyone. And Dragon Ball is definitely, on occasion, there's been some solid storytelling, but it's a lot of it's just two things fighting each other, And
yeah, you'd mentioned, you're listing them. So another one that I had written on here, talking while fighting. I hate that, especially when they say like their moves, like they'll say what it is, and it's just like, why'd you do that? Like, that's so weird. But yeah, it's just like, here, let me talk to you while we're fighting. It's like, why don't you just fight?
And you won't like Naruto.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, show me, don't tell me.
Oh, the show me, don't tell me thing is I mean, that's just anime in general. They're gonna tell everything.
I know, but in a fight, it doesn't go well for me. I don't like it.
Yeah. Naruto is just word fighting.
Yes.
Oh no.
We have finally come to this place where Ancient Person 1 and Ancient Person 2 did things. I know. I cannot believe that we've gotten here. Now we're going to have to fight. Yes, but before we fight, let's.
But whoever made that comment, like that's a better summary of what I was trying to say earlier with my dislike for Naruto. It's basically all the worst things about Dragon Ball just as a show like that, and that's why I don't like it.
Quote, Naruto is just the worst things of Dragon Ball. Worst parts of Dragon Ball in a show. I love that.
That's what it is.
Quote that. Snippet. Someone help.
I wonder how long you would last if you put that on a shirt.
Depends on where you were.
like the Die Hard with a Vengeance sign.
Oh yeah.
God. Yeah, don't do that.
That was I remember watching that movie for the first time and be like, oh my god, did they really just do that? Oh man, not Naruto. Yeah, Dragon Ball's good. So Christine has already knifed Brian twice. You want to see Christine go for the trifecta? You want to hear one more thing I know my wife hates?
Oh, I know.
Mecha.
Yeah.
I hate the people in it. I can't help it. It's like, why do you all suck so badly?
I'll be filing for divorce.
No.
I love not all mecha. And guys, we have tried. We have tried. We tried Gundam Wing. No go. She couldn't stand Relena.
I don't like Relena, so I can't give you that one.
You know, Darling in the Franxx, maybe, probably not, guys. She and they're not even really mecha, but like Dyna Zenon and Gridman were hard enough to get her into, especially Gridman because she didn't like Akane.
Yeah, I hate her.
I love Gridman. I can't wait for that movie to hit the US side. Yeah, Dyna Zenon's great. What is it about mecha? I love you
mecha.
You say it's the people, but we've tried so many different ones, and you're just like, no.
I don't know why. It's like their interactions, or it feels too much like the other ones that I've tried, and I'm just like, no.
The closest is Escaflowne.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. That we had never, guys, a while ago, we did a review for it. None of us had ever seen in its entirety the original Japanese show. We'd only seen the bastardized, version that we got here in North America. And so when they said that there was a 2016 dub, we checked it out, and holy crap, that is the best Final Fantasy anime ever.
Yes,
absolutely. Escaflowne is the best Final Fantasy anime ever made. Wholeheartedly think everyone should give it a shot. plus Senku's voice actor doing the dub. Then like that's how I refer to. I feel so bad. Every voice actor just about is a character that I know them from, not not the actual name.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Yeah, that was good. I like Mecha. I don't know if she could get. What do you think, chat? When it comes to Ava, because of the whole psychological and cerebral stuff with it. Do you guys think maybe the four recent movies would be a something she might be able to get in? I mean, I don't know. She doesn't like annoying characters, and sometimes some of them can. I don't know the movies. I haven't seen the movies, but I know the show can have some grating moments sometimes.
Sometimes it's okay.
Brian, I know you've seen some of them, right? Some of
the first two
movies, first two.
I liked them.
What do you think? You know, Christine.
I just don't know. Yeah, she just doesn't like Mecha. Because I've even thought of some of the UC shows, because there's so many different ones that are not necessarily focused on the Mecha side of it. And I was like, well, would she like that? You know, I don't know. Wing has always been a great sort of introduction to that genre. If she didn't go for that,
she did not so like Wing.
And then I think I suggested maybe try 00, watch the first couple episodes of that and see.
You haven't got to that yet.
That might be one worth trying. I think 00 is one of the best recent of the last decade or so of the Gundam series.
I always looked at not Wing, but other Gundam, especially the original. Always kind of after Battlestar's reimagining came out, I always kind of felt like she loves Battlestar, so I was always like, man, Gundam would be the thing for her.
Exactly.
But Wing didn't work, and I'm afraid the old ones might just be too dated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. She just isn't into it. I would try 00. I love 00. So I love Mecha, but I said in our last live stream, I was talking about how, since we're talking about anime we don't like, and chat, feel free. There's a lot of Gundam that I didn't rate super high, and it wasn't that I don't love it and that I don't enjoy watching it. It's that I know it's very catered to certain audiences, and not everybody's into the politics and the drama, and there is some dryness to it. And so that I was like, you know what, that's not going to appeal to everybody. And I completely understand that.
IMD says Gundam Seed is like a Spanish soap opera with mechs. It's great.
Gundam Seed, you want to talk about trash? Like, that is the trashy.
Brian, shots fired.
That is.
Who doesn't love trash? I mean, come on. Sometimes it's okay.
It is like, it's like you took a great story and you gave them $5 and say, make a movie, and it's a show, but the amount of reused animation in that series is insane. It's literally a copy,
like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Dude, you are so accurate in that description. The dialogue is horrific. Now it is funny horrific. It's sort of a retelling of the original UC story to a degree. See, we could do a whole video on my thoughts on Seed, but
what other gun? What is the worst Gundam, Brian?
The worst?
This is not counting the SD,
I was about to say SD
stuff. Yeah, not counting that.
And it's SD is meant for what it's meant for, so it's not bad, but I don't really like Seed. Seed would be on my list. I would also. What would be my least favorite?
G.
So G. So the thing I don't like about G is G doesn't feel like Gundam to me. It did its own. It's its own thing completely. So I don't really personally count it.
Oh. Christine, what's your least favorite?
She said all of it.
Man, God, I don't know where else to go from here. Did you have anything else on your notes that you wanted to?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, even though I like Railgun, girl thinks man is a pervert and resorts to violence, but girl can be perverts. So you have Kuroko and Satan who are doing the most inappropriate things. And it's like, why are y'all friends? And then it's like, what else did I put on here? Yeah. And it's like, love Hina. It's like, why are you punching him? It was clear that it was.
I do have a question for the chat real quick, because I'm just curious. Mainstream anime that y'all don't like or think is just overrated. Like, I think that'd be an interesting.
A few of them had mentioned how the big three were overrated. Who was that? Let me get my mouse back over to the other screen. I'm looking. Oh, it was Quackero. Big three are effing overrated. I don't mind the F words. I'm just trying to not say stuff on stream. I've already messed up a couple times, but anyways, these anime are too long, poorly written, and everyone loves them for the nostalgia more than the plot. Papa Golf Whiskey, nice. Most of them question mark. Chainsaw Man, totally trash. Marcel, you are fired.
Oh, I love
First
that
you
one.
bring in what did I do? First, Marcel brings in their hold on. I have royally messed up our stream.
Hold on.
I just gotta find the windows, guys. Sorry. Hold on one second. On now. I hit a button. Someone
You shouldn't be allowed to hit buttons.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. Okay, I've got Brian back. And let's see here. Yes, cancel that. Okay. Brian, talk. Make sure your audio's still good. No, I can't hear him now. What happened to my thing? Where is Zoom? It's on me, Brian. It's on me. Sorry. Give me a second. Come on.
You were saying
okay. Now can you hear me, Brian? Brian, can you hear me now?
Hello? Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I've got Brian back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am working on it. Almost there. Okay.
Yay.
We're good. So Marcel, first off, you bring in your prequel stuff. You bring that into my house, and then you besmirch Chainsaw Man? Nah. Get out. No, I'm joking. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is overrated. Ooh, shots fired. I thoroughly enjoy the original Full Metal as much as I enjoy Brotherhood, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
I think they are both great, and I would actually wager if you were going the average person, if you were going to recommend Full Metal for a first anime for the average person, I would bet you the 03 would be better than Brotherhood for most people's first.
For me, yes. I think my gripe with Brotherhood, my only gripe, is that there's a hair too much comedy for my liking. And that would be my issue with it compared to the original.
Gotten pickier. Papa Golf Whiskey says they've gotten pickier about their anime over the years. Back when there was just a trickle of it smuggled on beta tapes by visitors. Back then, anything in 4 colors, 2D, and from Japan was worth a watch. That is probably one of the biggest things that I can't complain about anymore, but used to be my biggest complaint about anime was not being able to get it at in any reasonable legal way. It was too expensive to buy. I mean, I remember trying to look at the FLCL DVDs back in the day when it was like $30 for 2 episodes on one disc. So you had to buy 3. You had to spend $60 for this 6 episodes. You know, absolutely ridiculous. Denji is the worst MC character in our worst MC in anime history. No agency, dragged around by the support cast. His only dream is to get it on with a girl, and he's kind of a shitty person to top it off. I mean, to be fair, he had a really shitty life to start with. And so, yeah,
He has no people skills.
the idea of living a simple life to him is a dream, and I actually really dig that about the character. I mean, even more so than like Sid. I'm going to be the biggest, baddest. I need to be able to survive an atomic bomb. I am atomic. We love Eminence and Shadow Guy. He's so oh god. And then you've got Denji, who's just like, dude, I want some jam on toast because I've never done that before. I loved that. That was so cool.
Yeah, Denji is a very flawed character, but done well, if that makes sense, and not annoying, to me at least. Now, Shark Guy is annoying.
Shark Guy's annoying. IMD says Denji's most relatable MC in anime history. We just don't like looking in the mirror. Hey, when I was a young 16-year-old, I too wanted to touch boobs. I mean, I was able to, but I wanted to, if I wasn't actively, fondling my girlfriend, then I wanted to be fondling my girlfriend. So everyone likes boobs, right? Like boobs?
Yeah.
Brian, you like boobs?
All right.
Chat, how do you feel about boobs, chat? In the manga, his progress is nice. Denji gets more layers then. Okay, cool. Aki was a great an MC. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely main character for a bit. I love Chainsaw Man. I can't wait for more in like 3 years. Where were we? I got derailed by Marcel hating on Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I think we're talking about like things we just couldn't get into.
Oh, well, no, we were talking about getting anime, like getting anime.
Oh, well,
like,
yeah, that came in a little later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, brain injuries. That was always a hard thing. And now someone mentioning Papa Golf Whiskey, ADV, and later Crunchyroll. Yeah, Crunchyroll, Funimation, big game changers. Toonami was a big game changer, guys. Like, we used to have to Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, like that was how you had to get the anime because there was just no real other no real other way until later. There were the famous imports that you could buy off of eBay. I may or may not have any of those, but to be fair, if I had bought any imports, it was because I would have really thought they were imported. That did suck, and I'm so happy we can just turn it on these days. And be here talking with you guys. So thanks. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. And then subscribe to Brian's channel, Pulp Mythos, there on YouTube. Link in the description box down below. ADV sold entire series for what Pioneer sold a single disc. Yeah. Whew, man, I can't tell you how many episodes of Tenchi in Tokyo I watched in real player. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Any of you older millennials and stuff remember real player? Another one that is overrated, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. IMD. Brian, you've actually watched some JoJo. Yes. How do you feel about that?
I don't think. Okay, my thoughts on it is it's a very bizarre anime. It's one of those. Yeah, it's very weird. It is very niche, but it came out and it got memed up. Therefore, it blew up with a lot of younger people and became sort of the success it is. So I wouldn't say it's overrated. I will say there's probably a lot of people who will wear the shirts that might not necessarily watch it. And that's my opinion. Which fine, it is what it is. But I do enjoy it. It is weird.
Violet Evergarden. Christine, how would you rate Violet Evergarden?
Really good, but it can bring you down. So consume, carefully
Yeah, it's I recently did a remaster because when we started doing reactions, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. So our first few seasons of things are in a really small watch window. It's hard to see the subtitles, and I'm working on going through and remastering some of those older ones. I started off with a Violet Evergarden episode 10, one of the most popular episodes for people, and bawled my eyes out editing it. Had to take a break. And oh, man, that is a tough one to watch. So yeah, it's good though. It is good. If you're into crying, watch it. JoJo is something that it's on the radar. We'll see. There are so many. The bad thing is, and this is another thing that can kind of like grind on me about anime, is how much there is to watch. Because like how I just got done saying how great it is that we have the streaming services and everything now, but that means that, oh
You're
my
never
god,
going to be able to keep up.
I can't keep up.
I want them to do
Yeah.
JoJo because I want to watch their reactions. Because that's one where I would be very excited just to see how you two react to it.
Oh man, I wish I didn't have to edit so much. Reactions are hard to edit. Oh my god, that is the most frustrating part of it. I don't know what it is like for others, because for us, we try to make the reactions kind of like you're sitting here with us watching it. So we chit chat, we comment, we share stories. It seems to be what most people like about the channel. So thanks, really do appreciate that. Uh, but that makes it more difficult to edit, because instead of just looking for the moment where so and so's overreacting, oh my god, that's the greatest freaking thing he said, I am a dumbass. Like they have it really easy to edit because there's just going to be a whole bunch of blank space. Instead, I'm like having to go through and be like, okay, what is us having a quick funny moment or something good in context for the audience versus me just going but I see the
Yeah.
little wavelength on the thing, so I still have to go and check and like, did I touch something or touch something? Lelouch or
You
light?
already did that.
Dun-dun-sh.
I met with this pervert. At least when I call you one, it's accurate.
Yeah. And look who's talking. You're pretty damn perverted yourself.
I don't say it in public or anything, for the most part.
For the most part.
Try to keep it
Oh
clean a
my
little bit.
god. Okay, let's look at what chat is saying. Violet Evergarden, some 11 out of 10 episodes, but the majority are just good, if that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. There are a few that are just good. I 10 and 11. 11 for us more than anything. I've written that letter multiple times. Thank God mine didn't have to get sent. So if you've seen episode 11, you know what I'm talking about.
And thank you for not keeping them, because if I found it and read it, I'd probably be sad.
No, I threw before I step out of country. The last thing I do before we step on the plane, tear up the in case I don't make it letters and leave them, because I'm coming home. What else do we have? Massive feels violent and addressed issues relevant to me as someone involved with. Hey, Papa Golf with Whiskey. I figured your name had some military relations to it. Did you serve or have members of your family serve? And we fully watched Inukai. That's like degenerate certificate. Welcome to the club. Yeah,
it's the most
degenerate.
extreme that we've seen.
If you're not counting like Harem in the Labyrinth or Harem
Yeah,
at the End of the World or whatever it was called.
That's true. But yeah, we've watched stuff before.
Domestic. See, like Domestic Girlfriend isn't even really that crazy. They make such a big deal. They make a bigger deal. Okay, so in general, if your mom and dad or your mom marries someone's dad and you are tagging their kid and you're in a relationship or whatever, and you're already teenage, like you didn't grow up together. That's not a. It's still weird, but it's not as weird as Domestic Girlfriend tried to make it out. You know, it wasn't like they were raised as step siblings. They weren't even aware that their parents were dating each other when they do their thing. They make a bigger deal out of it as is. It is a trashy show for a lot of reasons, but it really isn't the worst thing out there. There's Inukai's way worse. Hell, Christine's first like foray into degeneracy was Chobits, and that's like cotton candy degeneracy, but it's still degeneracy. I mean, there's people banging computers, man.
Yep. I got one that I wanted to say. It was May. Okay. I hate citrus.
Oh yeah, that Yuri show we watched.
Yeah, like this girl is so awful.
She was
to her new sister, and it's just like
as hell, man.
So, yeah.
Part-time volunteer infantry has colored my life. So were you like served? I served but feel cheesy, call myself a vet, never shot. Okay, so you were National Guard or reservist. Hey, appreciate your service, man. Don't sweat it. The whole purpose for most soldiers serving is so that others don't have to. So even if you serve in peacetime, even if you don't deploy, the whole point of the United States military is to be that big stick being waved around and hopefully not have to be used. So appreciate your service no matter what. Ultimate degeneracy is Urotsukidoji. I'm not sure about that one. I'm sure it's actually illegal nowadays. You mentioned Kuroko earlier from Railgun. I made a joke. I was like, I wanted to buy a Shirai figure, but I didn't want to get arrested. All of her figures are awful. I got a couple of Misaka up there, and they're fine. They're not. And I mean, Misaka's a sweetheart. She wears shorts under her skirt so she can fight and prevent the perverts from perverting her. You know. But Shirai, on the other hand, oh my God, her figures are all the worst, man. And it's like there's one that I figured I could get without being put on some sort of watch list. But it's expensive. Canadian Armed Forces Reserves, 1 night a week, 2 weekends a month, and all summer. Yeah, similar to U.S. Military. So, and the Canadians and the U.S. have a great history together. So still appreciate your service. And Kuroko is unironically my favorite character from that show. I don't hate her. Like I said, I wanted a figure. I think she has one of the most badass moments in that show. Two of them. I know we're supposed to be shitting on stuff, and I already crapped on Naruto, and it's time to talk about some good stuff. The fight against the girl that controls the metal doppelganger, like liquid metal, like a T-1000 almost, sort of. There's a scene where Shirai can use teleportation, and this girl's like, I'm going to throw a knife, and when she jumps out of the way, I'm going to throw another knife. She's not going to be able to dodge it, and it's going to kill her. And so she throws the freaking knife, and instead of teleporting, Shirai just puts up her hand and lets the knife stab her in her hand, and then drop kicks bitch in the face, man. It's so badass. and then there's another scene. Some girl that can also do teleportation fucked her up, man. Sorry about the F-bomb. Screwed Kuroko up, and Kuroko ends up getting the upper hand again and just tortures this girl, dude. Like straight up, like putting her spikes through this. So badass. Kuroko she goes hard, man. You don't want to piss her off the wrong way, but my God, she is just awful to Misaka. And then, like you said, poor, oh God, what's her name? The one Satan's always pulling her skirt up over her poor head.
Uehara?
That poor girl.
Yeah.
Railgun. Brian's over there like, oh, thank God I don't watch that shit. I fucking love Railgun, dude. It's so good, so much fun, dude. You would um. There is some weird stuff in it, and whenever they go on the slice of life episodes, it gets really weird sometimes. But season 2 of Railgun is a trip and a half, man. The fact that you're dealing with a story arc that covers clones being cloned specifically to be killed. And like the idea of someone willing to kill clones, thousands of them to level up. Like, dude, it is such a cool series.
How confused are you, Brian? I don't know how much you know of the show.
Not much, but I've seen a couple of I've seen that concept used.
Oh, okay.
That idea, so that's
cool. I like it. Accelerator arc is top tier fiction. Hey, Accelerator's a dick. There is no redemption. Him and Final Order, I don't know. Accelerator, no redemption for me. And they redeem Accelerator. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He doesn't get redeemed in my opinion. He is awful. You don't get to do that and just get forgiven because you care for one of them or one and a half of them. Yeah. I don't know, man. Anime has a lot of positives. It's got a lot of negatives, but the cool thing is that there's something for everyone in it. Every one of these, he gets to repent. Yeah, sure, I can give you that. IMD. Yeah, he can repent and kind of work forever on penance. Hey, there was that Marvel character, Penance. What was that? Speedball or Cannonball? He caused the issue that sparked Civil War.
I forgot about that character. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either Speedball or Cannonball or something like that. But no, yeah, and the cool thing about anime is that there really is something for everyone. Well, chat, what questions do you guys have? We won't necessarily keep crapping on stuff, but if you want to ask us if we want to crap on something or positives, negatives, what we're watching. Something I forgot coming up later, Christine, this year, Trapped in an Atomi game.
Oh, really?
Yes, cool. I'm super stoked for that. Anyone out there watched Trapped in a Dating Sim, Life is Hard for a Mob? That was a good one. It had a banging OP, too.
It was good.
Yeah. While we see if chat throws up anything, ever watch any sports anime? Yes.
Yes, but I don't like it.
Okay, what did you try?
We tried the one with the girls. They had like the craft.
Oh, they were going to be the hockey one.
Yeah, it was like Japan is beating the crap out of Canada, and it's just like
the opening scene. Brian is the Japanese girls hockey team beating the Canadian girls hockey team. It's like
that's funny.
The only ones that can do that is us, and it takes a lot of effort. So it's not me laughing at Japan. It could have been like Russia's team versus the female. No, yeah, it's just no. It was funny.
I also didn't like the golfing one.
Yeah, she didn't like the golfing one.
I didn't watch it, but I was looking into watching it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Papa Golf Whiskey is Canada. Like the thought of Japan, the thought of almost really anyone weird. Except a former Eastern Bloc country or Russia, and like I said, even Russia struggles against Canada quite often, and of course the U.S. It was just one of those things where you're just like, no, that's too far. I cannot suspend my belief that much.
Yeah,
I can't. What do you guys think about anime for cry, like your Lion April, Anohana? Christine likes to cry. I don't.
Yeah. What do you guys think about animes? Okay, yeah, like 86. I've tried multiple times. Band of Brothers is my favorite series. It's kind of like where I like to go. Violet Evergarden is more like the civilian aspect. Mm-hmm. So like it kind of some of the stuff in there, is more geared like from my point of view, from him serving. with like civilians, dependents, stuff like that. So it's not like, you know, there's like flashbacks, of course, of like battle scenes, but yeah, it's, you know, the really emotional stuff outside of that, but still, you know, in the same subject.
Uh, I don't cry a lot. Like it really has to be something that really hits me, has to deal with kids or my something that really hits me like my military service or something like that. 86 is not really mecha. It's a war thing. I mean the mechs are there, but it's a war series. I mean, that's why we try to get her with Gundam and stuff, because we were like, oh, the politics, then and freaking she likes Battlestar Galactica and she'll love it. Nope, Relena ruined that. Couldn't even get past it enough. Or anyways, Your Name, great movie. Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop's a great movie. We watched A Silent Voice. Brian, did you ever watch A Silent Voice?
Still haven't. Yeah,
Oh
I put
my
it in my queue and
Shame on
everything.
you.
I know.
You want to talk about a movie that was, I didn't cry, but definitely gets you in the feels, man. That right there. I
Get
mean,
a little misty, yeah.
you guys can watch our Oshinoko episode 1 reaction. I know I was chit-chatting because it's a very uncomfortable moment, but even then I'm not going to cry for that. But like I said, re-editing something I'd already seen, Violet Evergarden, because of the subject matter, Dear Anne, I've got a child right over there, and I don't want to spoil things, but anyways, that got to me, even just re-editing it. Brian, what about you, man? Cry? Anime made you cry?
I can get emotional with certain things. I think the soda pop one that I didn't cry,
Yeah,
but there were a couple moments that got me a little bit and definitely got me a little choked up. So yeah, you're not gonna have tears streaming necessarily, but a little something. It's possible.
Yang Kai, everyone here except for Christine has seen NGE. Yeah,
it's on the to-do list. I'm
she just doesn't care for
channeling
mechs very
Brian
much,
right
so,
now
yeah.
by not starting something.
We need to get Brian to watch 86 because for those of you that might not know, besides me having been in the army myself, and of course her being married, all three of us are army brats. All three of our fathers served. All three of our fathers served at Fort Campbell. How do you think we know each other? We've all known each other for over 20 years now. Christine knew of Brian.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
your friendship and stuff is a little bit younger than mine.
Yeah,
and his
Brian doesn't want to
friendship.
hang out. Yeah, high school Brian doesn't want to hang out with middle school Christine.
I didn't want to hang out with you. I hated my sister wanting to hang out with you. You were annoying.
I hated that she was related to you. Oh God, I remember when we first met. She was introducing Kyle to me, and
you share the
like,
story. I'm gonna go let the dog out. Okay.
Okay,
You guys chit chat about that. I'll be right back. Chat.
Okay. So she lets me in and says, "Oh, this is my brother Kyle. We call him Bo." And so I kind of had like just like the one word like as a question, like Bo. And he's like, "But you don't get to call me that. Only my mom and my sister get to call me that." And I'm just like, "Okay." Yeah, he was just a guy with a big attitude. So that's fine.
Well, I've always had an issue with that name because people do keep trying to share it, and
You could have said it nicely. Well, maybe one day you can learn to say things nicely.
Here's the thing about it, and I'm only going to say this because I don't know. My mom's never going to watch this, right?
No.
I don't care for my nickname. I don't. My mom always called me that. My sister called me that, and they're the only ones that I ever wanted to call me that because I really don't care for it. But it's for them. You know what I'm saying? there's things you do for other people if it's not, too annoying, and that nickname, fine. But
Well, you missed your window.
but then other people started, mom tried to hand that off to other people, and it is what it is. Anyways.
You missed your window of saying, please don't call me that anymore. I'm bored with it or whatever,
Oh yeah. Like I said, it was for them, not for
others.
not for me. Yeah. It was for them, not for me. Yeah, I don't like crying, guys. I don't like crying. Brian, what's your? Here's something, and maybe we'll do like an OP live stream one day. But I want to talk about music for a quick minute. Brian, what is one of your absolute favorite? Or do you have a top OP? Do you have an opening you can point to and be like, that is the greatest opening ever, or just one that you really like?
Oh, that's a good question. I would have to think about that. I think I mean, Wing has a good one. Initially, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. What about you?
No, like for me, I can't pick a favorite. What about you? I'm sure you got something.
There's a whole bunch that I absolutely love. Even recently, I mentioned Otome Game.
Season 2 Megalobox. That's a good one.
Season 2 Megalobox had a really good opening. There are some that are just amazing sounding. Like 86 is good. Spy Family, the one from Hige Dandism, official Hige Dandism, is freaking amazing. I love Primary Colors by Pelican Fan Club, the second OP for Dr. Stone from first season. I think that is an amazing song and a cool OP. I love the lighting in that one, especially like when Senku's in the classroom and it's got all the purples and all the like math equations and stuff start flowing over the tabletops and stuff like that. I think that's a great one. Of course, everyone loves to mention Flyers from Death Parade, which is a good one. I still think, and I don't even know if you can really. The song is fine, but one of my favorite openings to watch is Mushoku Tensei because it's different every freaking time.
Yeah.
Tenchi Muyo's OP was Oh, you're talking multiple discs. Yeah. Tenchi Universe, the OP for Tenchi Universe, that I used to really dig that one. 86, the first ending is probably my favorite song from that. The way they do endings in 86, Brian, you're gonna freaking love that. The OP is good, and then the final song at the end of the first season that they play. Oh, God, 86 is a trip, man. Mm-hmm. Brian, when are we watching 86?
I don't know.
Chat, do you want Brian to watch 86? Because you should, man. Anyways, endings are good. Can you think of any good endings?
Outlaw Star had a couple good ones. They had a good. Yet again, like most anime, it changed after a certain amount of episodes. Inuyasha.
No. I can't think of one that I liked.
Berserk. Very haunting.
Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is her name? I've got the domestic girlfriend OP. It was
Elfin Lied. That one's great. That's one worth just, even if you don't watch the show, go out and look that up.
Yeah. Minami. Yes. Thank you guys. I've got, she's got, or they've got, however you want to word it. I don't know if that's meant to be the vocalist's stage name or a group name, but yeah, absolutely dig that. Yama's ending for Core 2 of Spy Family was great.
Yes.
freaking loved Core 2's ending. Bump of Chicken is one of my favorite Japanese bands, has been for years, since 2013, when I got obsessed with them. And not even the whole song. I hadn't even heard. It was the song that was on the Gatchaman soundtrack for that they did. And I was just like, this is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my entire life, and got into the band that way. There's so many. My playlist is filled with all sorts of genres, all sorts of bands, Japanese, English, and others. A crap ton of synthwave recently. There's even songs like I mentioned, Chico and Honeyworks, or Honeyworks with Chico, or something like that. That was the band that did a Naruto song that I actually like. And I had no idea it was a Naruto song, and then I found out that it was, and I really didn't want to like the song anymore, but it is a good song, so I kept it around. What are you looking up, babe?
The oral cigarettes. I'm trying to remember the name of the anime.
The one with like the deities,
yeah,
and their
it's
servants.
killing me on why I'm not able to
Chat,
pull
help
it
us
out
out.
of my head.
Help us out.
But yeah, that song. And then
Is that the one with like the bass opening?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Noragami. There, you had two people real quickly say Noragami.
I don't know. Let's find out.
She's
that's
gonna
what
check.
Because I'm.
she watched it without me. That was one. Here's something, chat, that me and Christine have been trying to get Brian to watch for a minute. And
Yes.
Hey Kids is the name of the song, and Christine just confirmed to you guys. Yep.
I was like, is it? Yeah. So,
Freaking Bunny Girl Senpai for the
Yeah.
last freaking time. Brian, please watch Bunny Girl Senpai. It is a great show. It is and dude, you don't even have to watch the whole thing. If you just watch the first 3 episodes, that is a solid arc. Although, as the brother of a sister, you should definitely watch the whole first season. I think it will really resonate with you, dude. I do. Yeah. I'm excited for season 2 of that to come out. And we still need to see the movie too.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot on that to-do list.
There's never enough time. I am hoping Christine will be, she's already started learning some editing. So hopefully that will mean that in the future we'll be able to get to you guys some more anime content here. I once had a top 100 anime OP videos on YouTube before SME got angry. I have a playlist right now with favorite anime OP and ED, and it's not complete by any means necessary, but just some stuff on here. Voice from Hatena, which was the Stone Wars ending. I think that one was great, man. Dr. Stone Wars ending was phenomenal. Inferno by Mrs. Green Apple. I think that's Fire Force. Is that the one? Yeah. I think so. Brian's looking at me all blank. Something in Japanese. I can't make it. Which one is this? Oh yeah. There it is, guys. See, told you I've got it. What else do I got on here? Oh, Kimi no Se by the Peggies and Centimeter by the Peggies. Which one was Centimeter is Rent a Girlfriend, and Kimi no Se was Bunny Girl Senpai. Good Morning World, Mixed Nuts. Is she okay? Sorry, I think the dog might be about to throw up, guys. Yeah, Fiction by Sumika was on some rom-com that we watched. Riona has actually got a few good ones. Anima, which I think is a is that SAO, guys, or is it the other one, ReZero? Riona's Anima song. It's one of those isekais like that. I don't know. Avid, Union and Imperfect from Danazenon, and what you call it, Kickback. I think the Chainsaw Man OP song is a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Anime was mediocre, but I really liked the opening to Ride Back. I don't know that one.
I don't either.
And Anima is SAO. Thank you, IMD. Appreciate it. Yeah. What do you I mean, do you have a playlist with stuff like that, Brian? Or I know you're a very old fashioned music collector, like I used to be, CDs and stuff.
So as far as that is concerned, as far as anime, on occasion I will turn on usually Studio Ghibli stuff. So like Howl's Moving Castle soundtrack. That's something I'll listen to. Spirited Away, I'll listen to that in the background. So that's something I've done in the last 3 or 4 months even.
Okay.
So Ponyo, that's one I'll pop that soundtrack on. So as far as
what
anime,
about Radwimps' works on Shinkai films like Your Name?
So it's
Weathering.
a little more now, especially after talking with you about it, in recent months. So that's another one that's on my rotation.
That Weathering with You soundtrack, man, it is one of the best movie soundtracks out there. Your Name, I don't know if you guys all know this. I've got one Black Clover OP on my list somewhere. It's not on my favorites, but it is one that I liked. I don't know if you guys know this about Radwimps on Your Name versus Weathering with You, and Suzume for that matter, but most of Your Name's songs were prior existing things, and the first one that they got to write from scratch for with Shinkai was Weathering with You. I got to do a interview with Radwimps about that, and it was really cool to hear. He gave them a story treatment for them to take a look at and kind of develop the music along with the story, and it shows, man. I look, there's some really good songs, both the instrumental and the traditional, songs with lyrics and stuff from Your Name, but Weathering with You, dude, just leaps and bounds, and that's what hurt Suzume. That was one of the biggest things that hurt Suzume, is there was no standout music. None of it was bad. The most standout music wasn't even, it was the pop songs in the car scene. The Japanese pop songs, the old pop songs. That was the standout moment in Suzume. Good music all around, but there was just, it was missing something. Call of the Night is something Christine and I want to watch. I do not know if I've heard Creepy Nuts. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she'll be coming back now. I really don't know. It's been fun, guys. I appreciate everyone in chat hanging out with us and chatting with us. It's fun. We hope to do more of these last few weeks, man. I've had some health issues, and we will be doing another live stream, I think, next Saturday. I don't know what about, but we've penciled in, so we'll figure. So the your boy Kong Ming opening, guys, I'm sorry, that did not hit for me. Christine and I, we heard other YouTubers talking about it, and we were like, okay, we'll check it out. And it's like, yeah, okay. Sorry. It didn't hit me. It didn't hit her. Call of the Night looks good. Call of the Night does indeed look good. I have Dreamin' On by Da Ice, which is a One Piece opening that I actually like. I like that one. I don't know why. I just did. And Inukai-San by Amazarashi is the one from 86 that I really do like. You know what actually had a pretty badass OP, Brian? And I'm hoping the like 3 seconds that I play these things doesn't get anything caught. But check this one out. You should remember this one, Brian. You don't reckon, dude? Bisco. Oh my God, Brian, you bastard. Yeah. Freaking Bisco. You guys want to, I don't know if you guys saw Bisco. We weren't doing reactions, but we did review it.
Yes.
I don't know if that one's on this or the LRM online channel. That was such a trippy show, guys. That was like That was the most anime to ever anime. Sabikui Bisco. No, I haven't. So there's a chance I've heard the OP you're talking about, but I don't necessarily know. I yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Another good one. The Big O.
Big O. There's something, Brian. So I actually don't like and this is weird how I got there, but I actually don't like older for the most part older mech, and I say that as someone that loves Robotech and Voltron. But like your Mazinger Z's and things like that, gigantic, like I am not a that's not my thing.
I don't love them, but I've watched them. If that, you know what I mean? Like there's nostalgia there. So yeah, it's not something that I'm like going back and rewatching, but yeah, I like it.
I mean, everything served its purpose, you know. And thanks for the recommendation, IMD, about Dura. I'm not gonna try. Sorry. What is with my? I feel like I hit something wrong. What did I do? Oh, I got it. I'm good. Nothing stopped. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Probably fine. What was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say before I screwed something up. I don't know. But I do think that we'll probably wrap it up around there, guys, because it's been about 2 hours, and I don't think my wife is going to be able to come back. She hasn't texted or anything that the dog is sick, so she might just be done herself. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Pay Money to My Pain. Great band. I actually like that one. The singer from One Ok Rock did a song with them as well. Sad what happened to their lead singer. Very sad. So what was I saying? Oh, that's right. I'm closing out, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to everyone that did. Thanks to everyone that left a thumbs up or down. And of course, everyone that joined us in the chat. Brian has a YouTube channel that you guys should definitely check out. Brian, you want to tell them about it?
It's called Pulp Mythos on YouTube. A lot of old content, new content coming, especially in the next month or so. Look for it. Give it a sub. Yeah.
And of course, you guys know here on the GenreVerse, lots of content. We cover anything and everything you can imagine in entertainment with the Daily Cog and Breaking Geek, all of the anime reactions and reviews here on AVR, AVR Squared, Star Wars on the Cantina, a lot of great things. And if it's not a reaction video, we actually put them all up on podcasts as well. And of course, our website, lrmonline.com. For written reviews, celebrity interviews over on the LRM YouTube channel, and more. It's been a lot of fun, guys. We really like doing this. Thank you all so much for the support. Oh, there is Christine. You want to say bye? We're wrapping up. She okay? Oh, poor girl. All right, guys. This is Riza, and we're gonna go take care of our puppy. So say bye, babe. Bye, guys.
Bye.